Hello, welcome to Mr. B's Ukulele channel. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy watching.
This is Elvis's very famous Can't Help Falling in Love from 1961. This is a great ukulele piece, and in fact there are lots of versions of this all over the internet, but that doesn't make it an easy piece to play on the ukulele. And actually some of these chords are really quite tricky, and some of the chord transitions are really a real stretch. So we'll have a good look at those, and I've put this in at level 5 on my channel, so it is one of the harder ones actually that I've done so far, but it's mainly because of those chords. So let's jump straight in. We'll look at the chords and the strumming and give you a bit of a demo as well. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to actually start with the strumming pattern because it's really very simple. The first strum is a D, the first chord is a D, so let's just do a simple down, down, up on a D, and you'll hear the strumming pattern D. And that's the strumming pattern through the whole piece. Wise men say only fools rush in. And you can see how that just really, that lilting down, down, up really works nicely with those lyrics and just allows the song just to really smoothly flow really beautifully there. So, nice and easy strumming pattern, but as you can see straight away, the chords get a little bit tricky. So I started on that very easy D, and then I went into a really nasty G flat minor. So that might be one that you've not come across before. It's actually not too difficult. There it is. There it is. So there's your G, and there's your G flat minor. It's first finger there, second finger, third finger, first finger. So basically imagine a G7, G7, lift the whole thing up 2 strings. There's your G flat minor. Let's go from the D to the G flat minor, see if we can do that. So full stretch of the second finger on the D. Remember, don't catch that second finger. It's not that bottom string. It's not a full bar. It's just the top 3 strings. Wise man. That's all we've got so far. Wise man, D, G flat minor, and then the B minor. If you thought the G flat minor was hard, well, we haven't got the B minor yet. Here we go, B minor. I can't remember B minor. It's there we go. Second fret. So it's nearly a full bar on the second fret, not the top string. And then the 4th fret, the top string goes there. So you could do a full bar on the 2nd fret because actually you're going to cover it on the 4th fret as well. But it's easy if you get used to just doing a partial bar there with the top string on the 4th fret. B minor. Now the trick with the B minor is to make it sound nice. It's so easy to just squash those strings together and because it's such a stretch to end up with a bit of a slightly discordant, not quite accurate B minor. So really make sure those fingers are stretched as far as you can and really tightly on those on the right places there. And then we go to the G, D, and a nice easy A. Let's just do that first line together with the strumming pattern. Wise men say only fools rush in. Keep going, second line. But I can't help falling in love with you. Now the good news is the 3rd and the 4th line of the verse are exactly the same as the first 2, so that's pretty much all you've got to learn for the verses. And the trick really is the G flat minor and the B minor. So have a good look at that G flat minor and that B minor. Once you've got those 2, you'll be able to play the verse. But that B minor in particular is a really nasty stretch on your 1st and 3rd fingers there. It's quite hard. And you get to the end of the song and your hand does ache. It's one of those songs. But those are the 2 tricky points there. Then we come to the chorus or the bridge. It's sort of, yeah, more of a bridge than a chorus. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Now the good news is it's mainly two different chords. There's an E minor and A at the end that you saw there, but it's mainly G flat minor to D flat 7. The bad news is those two are pretty horrible chords, so the whole of the bridge is a bit nasty to sort of get your head around, really. So let me show you that again slowly. It goes from the G flat minor, like a river flows surely to the sea, so that D flat 7. Right, so there's your G flat minor that we talked about before. Whoops, get my fingers right. Remember, your G7 lifted up a string, so 1, 2, 3. There's your G flat minor. Now your D flat 7 is woof. There you go. First finger full bar, second finger bottom string, second fret. So G flat minor, flatten that and lower that. G flat minor, D flat 7. G flat minor, D flat 7. It's really horrible. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. The good news is once you've done that as well as the verse, you've literally done the whole song, because then it just repeats the verse and then it just repeats. So it's very repetitive, and it's really just those difficult chords, that G flat minor, the B minor and the D flat 7. And once you've learnt those, you'll be okay with this song. So it really is just those three tricky chords that you've got to get your head around: that G flat minor, that B minor and that D flat 7. So have a good look at those, in particular the transition from the G flat minor to the D flat 7 and the G flat minor to the B minor. If you can work out those two transitions, then you can sing the song. And you don't have to get it perfect, just get it to the point where you can more or less get them right, and then just go for it and have fun, and over time that will smooth itself out and you'll get the hang of it. Okay, quite a demanding song, one of my level 5 ones, but a great one for you to aspire to and to work towards. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.